Hi, it's me, Dr. Prasad Pudilam. Continue my classes for second PUC, that is 10 plus 2 chemistry, unit 1 solid state. This is class number 6. Here I'll explain about imperfections in crystalline structures. Crystalline structures, as we discussed in earlier classes, I said that crystalline substances or crystalline solids are called as true solids. But even while forming the crystalline solids, there are possibilities of forming some defects. The crystalline arrangement may not be accurate. Therefore, we call them as the defects or crystalline defects. So these defects are raised due to the environmental effect also, or the effect of impurities also will contribute towards the defects in crystalline solids. Okay, so we'll see some of the defects present in solids, that is crystalline solids. This introduction was given in class number 5. Is continuation to that, class number 6. Okay, so crystal defects can be broadly classified as point defects and line defects. Here the point defect, that is a zero-dimensional defect, I can say it is a particular point, whereas a line defect, that is a one-dimensional defect. There are two-dimensional defects as well as three-dimensional defects. Okay, so the line defect, it is not there in syllabus at present. It can be classified as edge dislocation defect or screw dislocation defect. And point defects are classified as stoichiometric defects, impurity defects, and non-stoichiometric defects. Stoichiometric defects are further classified as vacancy defect, interstitial defect, Frankel defect, and Schutke defect. Impurity defects are not further classified as such. Non-stoichiometric defects are classified into two: metal excess defect and metal deficiency defects. These metal excess defects of two types, with anionic vacancies or presence of extra cations at interstitials. So we'll see all these examples one by one. A very simple method, or very simple to understand. They are not so complicated one. So first case, to understand the crystal effects, I'll draw a two-dimensional crystal lattice. That means boxes I arranged, and the atoms or molecules will be occupying these points, which are the boxes of the drawn boxes. If it occupies atoms, we can say the atoms are perfectly arranged in a crystal lattice. But if few atoms, if they find missing from those points, say while becoming a crystal lattice from liquid state or gaseous state, when we crystallizes it to a solid state, or from amorphous state we convert into crystalline state, few points are missing, few atoms or molecules are missing, it creates a vacancy. Okay, so that is called as vacancy defect. Here it is a vacancy created one, another vacancy also created. So two vacancies are created in this particular example. Okay, so this type of point defects are called as vacancy defects. And vacancy defects, they does not disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. It increases, or so it decreases the density, because we know when we calculate the density of a crystal, we expect the total number of atoms present in that, but few of the atoms are not present at their site or their point where they are supposed to be. Therefore, it creates a vacancy. So if number of atoms are less, we know the density is mass per volume. So in a given volume, the number of atoms or its atomic mass or its total mass is missing. Therefore, the density is also decreasing. This can be developed. This type of vacancy can also be developed when the substance is undergone heating. The second explanation, with continuation of that vacancy defect, here instead of atoms or molecules, I took the example of ions. Sodium chloride, that is sodium ion and chlorine ion. So sodium and chlorine ion combine to form sodium chloride. it is supposed to be in this structural formula in a crystal lattice. Okay, so this is a two-dimensional representation. Sodium atoms are covered by chlorine atoms, and sodium ions are covered by chlorine ions, and chlorine ions are covered or surrounded by sodium ions. Okay, while forming the crystal of sodium chloride, there is a possibility that some of the sodium ions will not reach to the particular point, or some of the chlorine ions will not reach to the particular point. Before that, the next layer of next layer of ions will go and occupy their positions. It creates the vacancy. Okay, so the vacancy created here is because of ions. The sodium ion as well as chlorine ions equally contribute towards the vacancy. This type of deficiency formed under a point defect is called as Schutke defect. Okay, so they are Schutke defect, SCHOTTKY, Schutke. Okay, so this is not a vacancy defect as such. We have to treat it as Schutke defects. Some of the characteristics, if we discuss, a Schutke defect also like vacancy defect, it decreases the density of the crystal or density of the solid. With example, sodium chloride, there are approximately 10 to the power 6 Schutke pairs per cubic centimeter at room temperature. In a cubic centimeter, 1 cm cube, there are about 10 to the power 22 ions present. That is a theoretical calculation on by seeing the bond angle, bond distance, as well as the crystal formed by sodium chloride. One can calculate that 1 cm cube, that is 1 cubic centimeter cube, should contain 10 to the power 22 ions, that is sodium and chlorine ion combined. And there are possibility of approximately 10 to the power Schutke pairs. Therefore, number of Schutke defect per ion is 10 to the power 16. Schutke defect is shown by ionic substances which the ions, cations, that is positively charged ion, or the anion, that is negative charged ions, are almost of similar size. Example like sodium chloride already seen, potassium chloride, cesium chloride, as well as silver bromide, AgBr. We'll go to the next type of defect. I took the example of atom or molecule only, not ions. So here, while forming the crystal lattice or while forming the crystalline structure, some of the atoms go and occupy the site which we call as the interstitial site, that is in between that of the atoms present in the crystalline structure. Okay, so these are the interstitial points. So interstitial points are occupied by additional atoms. We call it as interstitial defect. So this type of defects are called the interstitial defects. So there is no change in stoichiometry. It increases the density. As we can see, there are 2 additional atoms in this particular example, and as we calculate the density of the molecule or density of the solid with the number of atoms which is supposed to be in the crystalline structure, but in the interstitial additional atoms are there, therefore it increases the density of the solid. Another possibility with both the vacancy defect and interstitial defect combined with ions. Okay, so with ions, interstitial defect as well as the vacancy defects are combined. Such possibilities with example of silver chloride. Here silver is small, very small compared to chlorine. While forming the crystal lattice, some of the silver ions may shift from their original site to the interstitial site, thus creating interstitial defect as well as vacancy defect with ions, not atoms or molecules. Then we call it as Frenkel defect. So it is not interstitial defect, it is not vacancy defect, it is called as Frenkel defect, that is with ions having both vacancy defect as well as interstitial defects present together. So here smaller ions, cations, I have said silver ion, it is very small compared to that of a chlorine ion. Therefore, the cation, it dislocated means from its original location, or this actual location, it is got dislocated, it got moved. Therefore, we call it as the cation is dislocated from its normal site to an interstitial site. Therefore, they are also called as dislocation effect. Examples like zinc sulfide, silver chloride, silver bromide, silver iodide, because the zinc ion Zn2 plus or silver ion Ag plus are very small in size compared to the corresponding anion present in the crystal. Okay, so Frankel defect is shown by ionic substances in which there is a large difference in size of ions. Here, the interesting example, that is AgBr, silver bromide. It shows both Frankel defect as well as Schottky defect. The next possibility, that is with sodium chloride. While forming sodium chloride crystal, if the atmosphere or it contains strontium chloride also. Okay, so while forming sodium chloride, strontium chloride Sr2 plus and 2Cl minus combined, it becomes SrCl2. Okay, so while forming sodium chloride crystal, if strontium chloride crystals are present, what may happen? That can be represented like this. So here we can see supposed to be sodium ion, Na plus ion, but it is replaced by strontium ion Sr2 plus, and we can see that 2 points there are sodium is missing. Na plus ions are missing in 2 points, and it is satisfied by 1 Sr2 plus. Okay, therefore this type of defects in crystalline arrangement, it is due to the presence of an additional atom or additional ion, that is strontium. Therefore, we can treat strontium as an impurity. We are supposed to get sodium chloride crystal, but strontium became as the one of the impurity ion in that. Therefore, this type of defects are known as impurity defects. Okay, so the cationic vacancies produced are equal in number because Sr has got a 2 positive charge, Sr2 plus ions. There is no change in ion number of positive ions or negative ions. So another similar example of impurity effect is with cadmium chloride and silver chloride also forms this type of point defect, which called as impurity defect. Now we'll move on to a metal excess defect, which is a non-stoichiometric defect. Okay, so previous examples, they are having related to stoichiometry. There is no change in stoichiometry. Here it is non-stoichiometric defect. Okay, first example, that is metal excess defect. In metal excess defect, say example of sodium chloride only. So sodium chloride only, when it forms the crystalline structure, or when we make a sodium chloride crystal, if excess sodium is present, if vapors of sodium, if it is present, then some sodium may go and deposit over the sodium over the crystal lattice. So when sodium deposits on sodium chloride lattice, some of the Cl minus, that is chloride ions, may diffuse with the sodium and become sodium chloride, and it come out of from the crystalline structure. Okay, so when sodium came, it becomes sodium ion, Na plus ion, and it combines with the Cl minus, or Cl minus diffuses through with the sodium ion, becomes sodium chloride. So it creates a negative charge here, that is electronic with electron. With electron, we got a electron charge formed here. That is formed because of the sodium was deposited on the crystalline structure, and sodium will be converted into sodium plus and 1 electron. Sodium plus will take, or it diffuses with the chlorine, and it will come out of the crystalline lattice, and the electron will diffuse to the lattice, and it will remain electron in the crystal lattice. So it creates the anionic sites. Okay, that is actually unpaired electron. That electron is not paired. It is a free radical like type we can say. Okay, so we can simply say that it is an unpaired electron creating an anionic site. Such sites are known as F centers. That is Farbenzer. That is derived from the word German. That is its meaning is forming color. Okay, so sodium chloride crystal, if it produces such type of F centers, its color changes to yellowish. Okay, it becomes yellow color, or it impart yellow color because it absorbs the light. Because of the presence of electrons, it absorbs the light, it emits the light in a different way, and yellow color is produced. Okay, so other examples which gives this type of change in color, or which is we call as the anionic vacancy defect. Present example lithium, that is excess lithium present in the chloride crystal, pink in. If excess potassium present while forming potassium chloride crystal, it becomes violet or lilac in color. Now, presence of extra cation at interstitials. You already know what is interstitials. Now, extra cations present. Say example is zinc oxide. Zinc oxide actually it is white in color, but if the zinc oxide crystal on heating it loses oxygen. Zinc oxide heating gives zinc 2 plus plus half O2 plus 2 electron. Oxygen will escape out from the crystal's lattice, and remaining is zinc 2 plus ion and 2 electrons. These zinc 2 plus ions will move to the interstitial sites of the zinc chloride zinc oxide lattice, and the electrons also move to the nearby or neighboring interstitial site. So this is an example for point defect with metal excess defect in the presence of extra cation in interstitial or at interstitials. Now the last example, metal deficiency defect. In certain cases, one of the positive ions are missing from the crystal lattice, and that effectiveness of the positive ions will create extra negative charge. In order to balance that, some metal atoms will get extra charge or the extra positive charge. Okay, so it is found it in transition metals. Mainly transition metals form this type of defects. Say example FeO or FeS. They are example for transition compounds, transition metal compounds. Say example, we'll take FeO. Example is taken. That is Fe2 plus and O2 minus. Okay, this is the normal FeO crystal that way what we expect. But some of the Fe2 plus ions will be missing from the crystal lattice when it forms. If it is missing, if it does not form the crystal lattice as a structure, if not does not form a part of the crystal lattice, then there will be a excess negative charge here in the crystal lattice. That is, Fe2 plus is missing. That 2 plus missing will become 2 minus excess in the crystal lattice. In order to make it proper, some of the Fe2 plus will be converted into or will be replaced with a Fe3 plus. That is 3 plus oxidation state to balance the charge or to get neutrality to that. So this type of effect is known as metal deficiency effect. Here actually one metal atom is missing. Even though the charge of is neutral, there is no additional negative charge or additional positive charge, but actually one atom is missing here. Fe2 plus is missing, so Fe3 plus and Fe3 plus are found. Okay, so this is actually metal deficiency. Okay, we call it as metal deficiency defect. Now point defects we discussed, it can be classified as stoichiometric defect, impurity defect, and non-stoichiometric defect. Stoichiometric defects can be further classified into two: vacancy defect, interstitial defect, Schottky defect, and Frankel defect. Impurity defects are not further classified. Non-stoichiometric defects are classified as metal excess defect and metal deficiency defect. Metal excess defects are of two types: presence of anionic vacancy or presence of extra cations at interstitial sites. Okay, now important thing is the examples. examples are always important. Schottky defects are shown by sodium chloride, potassium chloride, cesium chloride, and silver bromide. Whereas Frankel defects are shown by zinc sulfide, silver chloride, silver iodide, and silver bromide. So here a common thing, that is silver bromide, it is shown by, it gives Frankel defect as well as Schottky defects. Example for impurity defect, a mixture of sodium chloride and strontium chloride. When it forms the crystal of sodium chloride, strontium becomes the impurity. Likewise, other example is cadmium chloride and silver chloride. Example for metal excess defect with that of anionic vacancy. There you remember that color changes. Okay, that is because of excess metal ions, or in presence the crystal is formed in presence of extra metal ion, and sodium chloride gives yellow color, lithium chloride gives pink in color, potassium chloride gives violet or lilac color. Presence of extra cations at interstitial sites, that is zinc oxide, on heating the oxygen will be removed from the lattice, and zinc 2 plus ions will go and occupy the interstitial point, as well as the electron formed will also occupy the interstitial point nearby the position occupied by zinc 2 plus ions. So these are the classification of solids, that is crystalline structures, and their examples. Okay, now the last point, that is metal deficiency defect. It is shown by FeO, in which few Fe2 plus are missing. Therefore, to neutralize the charge, Fe3 plus will be formed. The nearby iron 2 plus will be converted into iron 3 plus state. Okay, that is the class for class number 6, imperfections in crystalline structures. This is for, at present it is for second PUC or +2. I will sign out from the presentation. Thank you very much and have a nice day.